2019年7月19號，澳門青年交響樂團以擁抱時代繼往開來為主題，為慶祝澳門回歸祖國20週年及中國與葡萄牙建交40週年嘅音樂會，作為中華人民共和國文旅部2019年度內地與港澳文化同旅遊交流嘅重點項目，喺首都北京拉開咗帷幕。
我是中央音乐学院的钟继新教授，每次听到这个澳门青年交响乐团的演出啊，都非常的精彩，而且有质的变化，而且呢，今天演奏的作品都是大作品，所以我很惊讶，他们今天演奏的这个水平还是很高的啊，非常的精彩。
我们本来喜欢听交响乐，这次正好有机会了解一下，看到这些都是哥哥姐姐，挺惊讶的啊！虽然中学生之类的哈，他能弹出这么好的音乐，他这次是第一次来，来感受感受。
听说澳门交响乐团来了，感觉机会挺难得，精神面貌非常的好，演出也非常精彩，演得非常专业。
第一次来听那个澳门青交的演奏，第一首那个昆虫的那个协奏曲，就非常那个情景交融的感觉，这种森林里的这种奇幻的东西都能从他们的乐曲表达里面能感受得到。以后会继续关注这个青年交响乐团。
澳门青年交响乐团基本上已经成立了那个22周年，当初呢成立1-2年之后，我们已经开始了把那个乐团到世界各地去交流。去学习，所以基本上那个5大洲除了非洲之外了，已经到过很多地方，开阔了我们团员的眼界之外，还加强了我们乐团那个行政管理那个经验，也有不同的文化体现。
同学们大家好，这个感谢许先生的信任。4次实践完了以后，很多的孩子们都已经长大，特别高兴能看到很多的这个同学们进入专业音乐学院。同学们，这个应该感谢徐老师，这个20年前这个离开公职，离开文化局，一如既往的去建立这么一个青年交响乐团，能够这个呕心沥血的这个把青年交响乐团变成一个中国这个最好的青年交响乐团之一，而且是相当专业。也希望你们能到葡萄牙，到这个西班牙去，能够获得更大的成功。谢谢大家。
Hello, good evening, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to this broadcast on this lovely evening. My name is Adi from Sabah, Malaysia, and I will be your host for tonight. I hope that everyone is doing fine and always keep everything clean. On behalf of the Jesselton Philharmonic Orchestra, we would like to extend a warm welcome to everyone who is tuning in to our broadcast tonight. For more info, please go to our JPO Facebook, Instagram, Twitter page, and don't forget to press the like and follow button. For Zoom attendee, please answer the following poll so that our next broadcast experience could be improved. If there is any question that you would like to ask our guest for tonight, please write it down on the Q&A below, or for YouTube live viewer, type it out at our comment section. So the Jesselton Philharmonic Orchestra are very honored to be able to invite Mr. Hoi Kim Wah or Mr. Jimson. Mr. Hoi Kim Wah studied the violin at an early age with Mr. Tam Zi Hung, and later Mr. Cheong Chan Pong and Miss Cheong Wai Ling taught him at the St. Pius X Academy of Music. He joined the Macau Chamber Orchestra and became its full-time administrator after 13 years of performance with the orchestra. Mr. Hoi became engaged in the promotion and the educational work of art for the Cultural Events Department of the Institute of Culture of Macau. Mr. Hoi has always been a fervent interest in music education for the young and has become actively involved in the promotion of music at local schools with the help of friends with similar ideals and interests to this day. In 1996, Mr. Hoi became the president of Macau Youth Symphony Orchestra Association, MYSO. After having concluded the art management program provided by Hong Kong University, Mr. Hoye has been engaged in work related to art management as well as becoming the executive coordinator of Macau Youth Musician Competition. Today, he is not only holding the position of full-time president of MYSO and the president of Macau Children Choir, of which he is one of the founder, but is also a member of the National Committee of the 8th China Federation of Literacy and Art Circle. Now, without further ado, let us invite Mr. Jimson or Mr. Hoye for the interview. Hello, Mr. Hoye, how are you? I think the microphone is still muted. Hello, Mr. Hoye, how are you?
Hello, Abdi.
Hi. So, Mr. Hoye, how's the situation in Macau right now?
Yes, Macau is much more better than the previous 3 months. Now we can open the class, open the school, open everything that is even the concert hall is reopened almost 3 weeks ago.
Oh, that's great. So every activity is like allowed, like orchestra, everything is allowed over there right now?
Yes, of course. We have still the social distance to limit, to control. And more or less, that is the concert hall is only still 30% seats open to the audience.
Okay, Mr. Hoye, can we talk about the video we've seen at the beginning of this broadcast?
Yes.
So what is the video about?
Yeah, this is the video that is exactly this is a record for our Beijing and Portugal tour last year of the Macau Orchestra. We were very happy that we can go to Beijing to have a concert, and everybody can go to the Great Wall to try the Beijing food there. And of course, after the Beijing concert, we go to Portugal to visit Portugal to have 3 concerts. And of course, the concerts is of the music festivals in 3 cities in Portugal.
I see. All right, that's nice. Okay, so Mr. Hoye, how did the Macau Youth Symphony Orchestra started?
Oh, the orchestra was founded in 1997.
I see.
Yes, I was at that time. I was one of the founders. Of course, at the time in Macau, there was no music, no orchestra. Means there's only one orchestra is for the semi-professional orchestra by the government, and I was one of the violin player of the orchestra.
So what is it called? The semi-professional orchestra that you joined?
We call this is a Macau Chamber Orchestra, and now the Macau Chamber Orchestra already developed to a professional orchestra, Macau Orchestra today.
Oh, okay. That's nice. Okay, so who are the members of the orchestra, and how do people get into the Macau Youth Symphony Orchestra?
Yes, at the time, that is, I actually after 13 seasons of the Macau Chamber Orchestra, I have to choose when the orchestra went to a professional orchestra. I have choose that is I will continue on the stage, or to be a professional player, or a professional. Keep my original job is as administrative of the orchestra in the government. So I choose the second one. That is I at the time is what that was 1995. I left the orchestra. I left the stage of the orchestra and concentrate in the administration of the orchestra. Then I put myself to the school to start the violin class, and of course with my partners, Mr. Wang, and to this. I think this is the very beginning to open the Macau Youth Symphony Orchestra.
So it started with violin class, is it?
Yes, we start from the violin part, and then of course we have a cello teacher to join together with us to have the the low strings, and after 1 or 2 years, more or less 1 year, not over than 2 years, that is we combine together with the wind band. Then this is a symphony orchestra, the very beginning symphony orchestra, that is in 1997.
1997, all right. Okay. I have been told that the orchestra had been performing yesterday and earlier today. So how did the orchestra manage to perform during this pandemic period, where there is a lot of restriction and orders, which is strict?
Excuse me?
So, I mean, how do your orchestra still perform nowadays during this pandemic period?
Oh, yeah. And I have to say, Macau was lucky because we have only, in this pandemic, I mean the COVID-19, under this very bad situation, but in Macau, we are still keeping there is none, I mean 0 died in this pandemic. So and now I can say that is in Macau, more or less everything is common, like common life, like everybody go to school and go to their work, and orchestra, the Macau Youth Symphony Orchestra, of course, we have stopped for 3 months, and we stopped from the end of February. And we restart in the end of June.
So it just started like a month ago.
Yes, well, a month more than 1 month. Then and we cannot open like we cannot start like in beginning of everything with the orchestra rehearsal. No, we have to do part by part. I mean the section rehearsal.
Sectional.
We cannot make too many people gathering. Put together. This is because of the pandemic. So we prepare everything. And I think we were proud that we did the first concert after reopen the Macau Cultural Center.
It's nice.
And
okay, so you do the sectional part first, right?
Yes.
So how do you manage a full orchestra practice?
I think this is we made the orchestra full orchestra rehearsal only at the same time after that is reopened the school.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So firstly, you did the sectional first, right? And then you put all of them together.
Yeah,
the school open.
We make a lot of sectional rehearsal. That is section by section in different times to come at the same place. As you know, that is we have only one place. I mean the rehearsal room for the orchestra. So we have to do that.
I see. All right. So let's talk about the health and safety regulation during practice. So during the practice or sectionals, do the sittings be like 1 meter or 3 meters apart?
Yes, we did. Yes,
so
we
it's
did.
Like
this is a very good experience for everybody. As you know, that is we never do that in the rehearsal. We have to sit 1 meter, at least 1 meter for the string player, and you must have a mask together. For the wind player must be 2 meters. 2 meters, 2 meters.
Yeah, because it's a blowing instrument, right?
That is very, very, very good and very good experience for everybody in this very special time. Like today, I think this afternoon we just had a concert in the cultural center.
This evening, you mean just now?
This afternoon. Wow. And now in Macau it's 9 o'clock in the evening, but at 3 o'clock in the afternoon we make ready the second concert after the reopen the cultural center in the cultural center, and everybody in the concert on the stage with mask on, and even the conductor,
So everyone is like being in mask, and everything is, how will I say, everyone wears a uniform.
Yes, it is. This is I think thousands in the thousands years before that is we never see that.
I see. Okay. Now let's go for a question which is not really a music, but not so orchestral question. So Mr. Hoy, if someone says that they don't like classical music, I mean, do the Macau Youth Symphony Orchestra genre play like classical music all the time, Mr. Hoy?
Most of the programs are from the classical
period. All right. So
yeah.
So my question is, so what if someone says like they don't like or they don't know classical music? So how do you approach them about classical music?
What can we do? That is because we have to do some education more. And let's say this is a kind of education, not only education of the young people, but education of the society. I mean the communication. This is so society, because in Macau, I don't know, more or less in Malaysia, but in Macau, most of the people, most of the families, they don't like and they don't know. I can say they don't know much more about the classical music.
Yeah, it's the same thing over here in Malaysia. Like most people don't really hear or know classical music. So that's why
we have to do a lot of work. Like this afternoon, the concert in the cultural center. That is, we let most of the juniors students, they play on the stage, and we like me, I have to stand on the stage to explain the music, to explain how the music is good for them, how the music training good for the kids, how why we'll do that for you. And in the audience, the audience downstairs, and most of them come from the parents of the players, the students, and I can say most of them, they don't know the classical music. They don't know what is it. So when we talk about them, we tell more stories about the music, and we tell them more about it, is how good is the music training for the kids, and to let them know.
I see. Okay. So that is about education during the program, like giving a speech, right? So what if you meet this person in person, like we are right now? What if I say, oh, I don't like or I don't know classical music? How do you approach me?
Oh, I think I will just to not only to tell, but to let you to listen and to feel the music. Of course, it is possible when you are listening, I will talking about the story of the composer, or I can tell you that is music is like something like life to describe someone's life or describe the natural, to tell you a story of the human being, or to show your happiness, to show your sadness, to show your everything. That is when you this is music comes from the human being, not only the things that is nothing with us, because the music is from God. God gave us this is a very good present. This is the music, to let you to feel the music, to feel from the music you have the comfort. In the music you can feel that is when you are happy, when you are sad, when you are just say that is what can I do with this? Is relaxation, or the relax, or that is I am nervous. That is everything. That is I can tell you that is the music can express what you are.
See, I mean that's really interesting on how you approach people that say I don't know or I don't like classical music. Thank you so much for that answer. Okay, now let's get back into musical activities during pandemic. Now, Mr. Hoy, is there any challenge during the practice recently? Like, is there like, because of the distance is so high that maybe some people like don't see the conductor, or is it's like one person, 2% is sharing like one note stand, right? So
yeah.
how do people like change the next page? So is there any challenge during the practice?
Yeah, this is quite what I was told that is what I told that is this is a good experience for everybody. That is when you're using the 2-person share one stand. That is you have to now you are one stand, one person, and of course you have to change. Yeah, you have to change your idea. That is nobody will help you to turn the page. And of course, in music, you can think about it. This is for example, this is a string quartet. When you are playing string quartet chamber music, nobody shares the stands with you. That is, you
this
have.
Is correct.
Yeah, this
so
is
it's like everyone have one stand.
Yes, you have
each person. I see.
The problem that is of course, when in the orchestra, if it is in the orchestra section, that would be different, because strings is sometimes strings is quite strange for that, but not strange for woodwind section or the brass section. I mean, winds, they are one stand, one person. That's, we have to learn that. This is you have to do. I mean, you have to do in this, under this situation, and but luckily, each year in Macau, we have, I mean, the Macau Youth Symphony Orchestra, we organize a festival. I mean, the festival we call this Macau YSO Music Festival. There are 30 concerts we organized, and all the concerts play. I mean, performers are from the Macau Youth Symphony Orchestra, and sometimes that is musicians is outside to come to have an exchange with us. And of course, this year nobody can come, nobody can go. So all this year, all is from our musicians. I mean, our players to do 30 in the 30 concerts, including one is a charity concert for the orchestra concert, charity concert, and others all are the chamber music concert. And because of the chamber music concert, this is good for us in the last 3 months. That is, we can do it. I mean, we can prepare everybody without the orchestra rehearsal, but everybody learn the chamber music, and of course the solo piece. That is, they can, of course, maybe not every time is face by face class, but we have remoting class. This is like without distance, like remoting, like us, such as this situation. This is very good, and still we have there are 8 concerts already finished, and we have still 22 concerts from next week.
22.
Yeah. And all the concerts, Macau is a heritage city. We make all these concerts in the heritage buildings. Oh, it's very nice. Oh, Adi, I can invite you and Mr. Yap Ling to come. That is one day. I talked with him already.
One day, I hope. One
if
day.
possible, please come
Thank
to
you so
Macau.
much.
Please, we can have a string quartet. We can have a woodwind quintet. We can have a string ensemble that is played together in the heritage. That is, you can feel that it's in the heritage, the classical music and the heritage. Oh, that is this is
that would be nice.
Wonderful combination,
Yeah, let's plan that with Mr. Yap later on.
Yes, please.
Thank you so much. Okay, so let us see about how do you advertise about your concert during this pandemic?
Oh, we just through the Facebook, Instagram, and nothing more. This
so
is
mostly is from social media. Do you mean?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
I see. So do you not do like TV broadcasting or newspaper, something like that?
TV broadcasting is too expensive for us.
Yes,
we don't
true.
for that.
It's the same with us.
Yeah, yeah. Of course, the newspaper from the newspapers is we do that, but the newspapers very good in Macau. The Macau news they will just support us. That is I can say they don't receive even 1 coins to we don't make the advertisement, but we make the news as to the public.
I see. Okay, thank you so much for that answer. Okay, so Mr. Hoy, as the founder and the current president of the board director of Macau Youth Symphony Orchestra, what are your personal goal for the orchestra? For yourself, what is your goal for this orchestra?
I think I'm so thankful to my God in the heavenly. That is because Macau Youth Symphony Orchestra today we have been 23rd year. This year is 23rd year. And in the last 13 years, we have already the 13 tour abroad. Usually we went to Europe, we went to United States, even of course we went to mainland China, we went to this is a very good experience for this orchestra. That is, as you know, Macau is a city for gambling. What you talk about Macau, is gambling.
I think it's like the Las Vegas of Asia.
Yes. Oh, exactly. And they don't know the culture in Macau. And when we show the Macau people, I mean, especially the young people from Macau, to be on the stage of the world to show they can play Beethoven, they can play the Dvorak, they can play everything. This is the big works that is like the others, like the other youth orchestras and all maybe the other professional orchestras, and everybody will see, Macau not only the gambling but culture. Oh, this is I think this is the goal that is we have done. And another thing that is in Macau, that is, of course, through the music training, through the what we call, this is education, music education in this city. That is, we hope that is we can increase the human being. I mean, increase the level of the people of the city.
I should say it's about increasing their personality, something like that.
Yes,
right?
The quality. It seems say this is the quality of the people, and I mean, of course, I hope that everybody in the city, they know what is classical. They know what is classical music. They know how to enjoy the music, and they know and they like to enter the concert hall. This is, to a concert hall, to a symphonic concert, to the chamber music concert. Oh, and this is what I hope and what I like to see.
Nice. All right. So JPO is an organization with like limited funding and doing activities like the outreach program, broadcasting like this. So, Mr. Hoy, what are your advice that you would give to us beside organizing concert, workshop, broadcasting, music camp like this? So, what do you think about our program like this? Do you have any advice?
I think you have done a lot. I can listen from you and from Mr. Yap Ling's introduce for your work, and of course I can see from Facebook that is because I think I've known with Yap Ling for over 20 years. That is, I can see that is in the KK how he create and how he found the orchestra in the school. From the school, and I appreciate very much about that. And I think now what you have done and what you are doing is not only the orchestra, but you can have the broadcasting, you can have a lot of charity concert. I think this is unbelievable, and this is great. Everybody, I believe in KK, this city, that is, everybody will see, we have our own orchestra here in the city, and we have our own musicians. This is you should be proud of yourself.
Thank you so much.
Go ahead, please.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Hoy. So, to our attendees for tonight, if you have any question to ask to Mr. Hoy, you can leave the question on the Q&A below, or for YouTube live viewers, you can comment on the comment section. Thank you so much. So let's move on to the Q&A section. So we do have some question being asked. So for the first question, I think it's the same one that I just asked just now. What is the orchestra future plan for after the pandemic?
I think already now we have already going everything common for the week by week, the rehearsal on Sunday and Saturday, and everybody already go on their class training. The personal class training and the chamber music training. And after the pandemic, of course, we hope we can going to the same concerts, public concerts, and the concerts not with the social distance, and everybody, more people can enter the concert hall. That is what we hope.
See, so I think even after the pandemic, people will still be caring about the hygiene and the situation of every places, like the concert halls, where the sittings, people will still be like paranoid on sittings near to each other. So I would say like uh, the tickets should not. I think it's not like the concert hall will be full because people are still scared of this virus. That's what I think.
I don't know, but I have to say this is only in the situation in Macau. It's much different than Hong Kong. Now we can see that is in Hong Kong is a very sad situation, a bad situation. I can say that is, but in Macau no, in Macau no, and even Hong Kong and Macau is very near. But I think this is this must everybody must appreciate that is the Macau government. They really do a good job of this pandemic. That is to let us now, the Macau people in the city, we can go freely, of course, with a mask, and still we have the social distance control. But this is everybody understand, and we'll do that.
Let's hope that everybody keeps that until there is no virus around the earth.
I hope so.
Okay, so a question from a Zoom attendee. Did you conduct any oratorio, cantata, or sacred work before?
You mean myself?
Yes. It says here, did you conduct any oratorio, cantata, or sacred work before?
Yes, of course.
Have you? So,
yes.
How's the experience?
I'm myself. I'm a Christian, and of course, also I'm not only the conductor of the orchestra. Actually, besides the Macau Youth Symphony Orchestra, I have I'm also the conductor of Macau Puijing Middle School Orchestra, and I'm also I was also the founder of this orchestra, and another orchestra is the Sacred Heart Convolution Orchestra. That is besides this, I am a choir conductor in the church. So of course, oratorio work and the other work, and this is we do a lot every day.
Do you find it enjoyable conducting these works?
This is really the music, and the music comes from our Father in the God, Heavenly Father. So this is the oratorio work is really from our, of our heart, our soul, and we can have a lot, and we enjoy a lot from the music.
That's true. Okay, that's the second question done. All right, another question. Let's see. What question do we have here? Okay, so another question. How does the orchestra intend to combat the fear of attending live performances if the orchestra intends to return to normal? So it means here that how do the orchestra advertise to combat people from being in fear of attending live music concert? Do you get what I mean?
Isn't the orchestra?
Yeah, I mean, how do the orchestra advertise their concert and have people to attend their concert during this pandemic?
Yes, actually, we have limited seats first. And for example, in the Macau Cultural Center, the capacity is 1,118 seats. But under the pandemic, we can receive only 373.
373. What about the maximum capacity?
Maximum is 1,118.
1,118. Oh, it's like about 30% of the whole.
Wow. No, this is more or less than the mainland China, or then even in Europe now. They when they open this concert hall, this is the 30%, more or less 20 to 30% capacity for the audience. And so in this situation, under this situation, that is when we have the promotion or the advertisement that is of the concert to go to the public, it's not difficult to make it full.
Okay. So let's go on to the next question. It says here, has the orchestra invested or experimented with online session or alternative practice method where meeting up is not possible?
You mean that this orchestra?
I mean, maybe during the lockdown, like where people cannot go outside, is there any alternative way to practice?
No, in this case, no.
So it just during the lockdown, when government says don't go out,
yes,
practice stop just like that.
Practice at home.
Okay, I see. Like is there like any, what we call that? I think it's the cyber orchestra, virtual orchestra, something like that. Where people put the videos of everyone playing their parts and compile it into one video.
Yes.
Have your orchestra tried that?
No, because we actually at the time nobody knows how to use the Zoom. And you have to, you usually like this orchestra, like these concerts, when you see it in on Facebook, and everything is they have to make the production after each one, that you have to combine together everything that is in its technique. And I think when we reopen the school, we don't need to do this. But actually we join. Some of the players, they join. That is like the global ABRSM concert. That is they join actually.
I see. Okay, so here are last question, I guess. How many people are possible for this venue to accommodate given required SOP? I think Mr. Hoy answered it just now. Maximum capacity before pandemic is 1,100-ish. And after the pandemic, the seat were reduced to 300 something. Is it right? 300 and?
373.
73, I see. Okay, now I'm going to ask you a series of questions about the picture we are seeing right now, Mr. Hoy. Let's see, let's share the picture now.
Just now the teacher is just now the picture, that is the cultural center. Yes, this is a cultural center audience. This is exactly the first concert after reopen the cultural center. That is what we made.
So social distancing is being seen over here. So it's like 2 seats or 3 seats apart, isn't it?
No, 2 seats. Yes.
2 seats.
They close.
Yes, 2 seats apart. Wow. All right, let's go through the next picture, I guess. So there's a question coming in. Is there any difficulty enforcing this? Is there any difficulty enforcing the social distancing on the venue?
Yes, it's You mean the difficult difficult for this audience or difficult for us?
Let's go for the orchestra, the organizer. Is there any difficulties going on?
You mean under the pandemic?
Yes, during the pandemic.
Yes. I think for the kids, they are, I can see they are quite happy. And when they still can have the rehearsal under the pandemic, of course, in Macau, no? And, but they are, they are just something, they feel that is a little bit crazy. That is because of, at the same time, they have to face to the heavy work from the school, and another hand is of course the orchestra rehearsal. For them, they feel this is very, very busy for them.
I see. All right. What about this picture we are seeing right now? The poster.
The poster is exactly what I told you. That is, this is the concert in this afternoon and last night. There are two. This activity. This activity is usually every year we do. We organize. That is for the kids and the orchestras of the school to be on the stage, to exchange and to show themselves. And this is really a big activity. Usually, the performance is more or less 300 to 500.
Is this the same orchestra playing on both days?
No.
Different.
Different orchestras of the schools.
Let's move on with the next picture. What about this one?
Oh, this is what I told you. This is the Macau YSO Festival, and what you can see, this is a nice house, nice environment. This is from heritage. This is a building of the. This is of building of the
cultural center.
Oriental Foundation. This is a very old house, heritage, with a very nice acoustic inside.
What about this one?
Oh, this is a military club. This is another concert that is in the military club. This is another heritage in Macau, and we are doing also chamber music. This is all this stage, all the players here inside is as the studying music in Europe. Then this time, because of the pandemic, now they return and stay in Macau, and they make this concert, and they all from the orchestra.
I see. So this is during the pandemic.
Yes, the concert is only last weekend.
Last weekend. Oh, I see. That's nice.
I mean, the day before yesterday, Friday evening.
Friday evening. So
yeah.
You had 3 back-to-back concerts to attend.
Yes. Now, from each week, we have more or less 4 or 5 concerts. I mean, chamber music concerts. Otherwise, that is how can do. No, you can see this is one of the. This is one of the place. I mean, the heritage. That is, you can see. This is the Macau Museum.
Mm-hmm. Now, Mr. Hoy, I have a question for you. I can see that you are a very highly motivated person. Now, what drives you to go and attend and to organize concerts like this? What is your motivation?
I think this is because of the young people.
Young people. Okay.
When they study music, they are learning. They put a lot of time to practice, to learn the music, and I think we have to provide the stage for them. this is the opportunity for them to show themselves, to show their musical, their music, what they learn from the music. And when they have this opportunity, they will learn happily. And of course, this is another way to show and to educate their parents. I think parents, from their performance, the parents, of course, proud of themselves because of their kids.
Mm-hmm. If I'm a parent too, I would be proud of my kids playing on a stage.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. What else? From your, I've been told that you are a violinist. Am I right?
Yes.
Have you been like performing, playing as a violinist yourself during this pandemic?
Usually I'm teaching always teaching, and I'm also a violin teacher. So when I teach, and of course I have to prepare, example the works for the kids, and also not the personal. I mean, I don't have exactly. I don't have the time for myself. That is to practice before, but I think still from the music, from the preparing of the class, I can still enjoy myself.
It's nice to enjoy playing instrument once in a while.
Yes.
I see. Okay, so which do you enjoy the most? Is it performing, conducting, or teaching? Which do you like the most?
Oh, this is different. When I was in the stage, that is, I enjoy this or playing, because I played 13 years of the orchestra. I mean, when I sit in the orchestra, I know that is what I'm doing, what I was doing. And when I take the baton, that is, I will, try to make everybody together, make music together. And when I am an organizer, I mean, I am organizing the concerts, I think I'm happy for everybody. That is when they are showing themselves on the stage.
So it's different kind of enjoyment in different aspect.
Yes.
I see. Okay. I would say that was the last question for tonight. So we have come to the end of tonight's broadcast.
Yes.
All right, everyone. For more info about this broadcast, please go to our JPO Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and press the like and follow button. If you want to rewatch and listen to this broadcast again, it will be available after this broadcast ends. The recording of this live broadcast will be available for you to watch at our YouTube page. So we are doing this broadcast with other topic every Wednesday and Sunday. Thank you so much for tuning in into this broadcast. Thank you for all the questions, and thank you everyone for making this broadcast to happen. So that's it for tonight. Be safe, stay safe, and be healthy, and do stay at home if there's lockdown in your country. Now, I will lead the prayer for tonight's program. Please pray in whatever faith you believe in for COVID-19. I will be praying in my own religion. So, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma inni a'udzubika minal barsi wal junani wal juzami wa min sayyil askam. Oh Allah, I seek your refuge from leprosy, insanity, mutilation, and from all serious illness. In the name of Allah, with whose name nothing on the earth or in the heaven can cause harm, and He is the all-hearing and the all-knowing. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina azabannar. Sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. All right, and then again, thank you, Mr. Hoy, for being with us tonight. Thank you so much. On behalf of the JPO, we thank you so much for being with us tonight.
Thank you.
Okay, see you everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in, and that's it. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.